Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? It is D Max Smack. Welcome to the premiere episode, and I'm glad you're here. Welcome your comments. We'll get to all of it here in just a little bit. So I know this is brand new, although it might feel very familiar. But if you've got anything to say, throw it in. We appreciate you watching, and glad to be here today. I was ugly. It was incredibly ugly by the Nuggets. We'll hear from Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. and Coach Adelman. Meanwhile, the nightmare continues in terms of regretting the Miko Rantanen trade. And then the Rockies had a battle with one of the better teams in baseball, and they lost in extra innings. All of that coming up along the way. We're brought to you by Journey Spice. I love Journey Spice. Journey Spice is amazing. Comes in these incredible packages where you just pinch the top, you can remove it, you go put the spice on, and then you reseal it up. The package is incredible, but the taste, non-GMO, no salt, no sugar, just absolutely healthy. And the packaging, flavor in and plastic out. More from Journey Spice. You can save 10% by using the code 10nuggets at amazon.com. And if you just want to use something that is easy peasy, you just bam, right there on the QR code, and that'll take you to the spot. Thank you to our great friends at Journey Spice. Okay, yeah, it's not great, but it's not the end of the world. The 43-point blowout to the Nuggets by Oklahoma City. Here is our guy, David Adelman, and he's going to walk you through it. He's going to hold your hand just a pinch.
Stressed, it's one game. It counts as one. There's a chance to respond. I assume the message, the thinking is similar.
Yeah, but we got punked, and we didn't play well enough, and they came out with the right intensity, and we didn't. I thought we let some open shots early in the game affect us how we played defensively. And, this is a team that does that. I mean, there's a reason why they have historic plus-minus numbers throughout this season is they put people away. So you got to have a much better start than that. We can't come out like that kind of mentality. I'm not sitting here tonight talking about the 1-1 thing. Not tonight. We're not going to flush that. We've got to be better. We know that. That being said, it's nice to know that you got a win underneath your belt, but that's not what this is right now in the present. So we'll react the right way, like we did, in Game 3 in LA. Bring a different intensity. Look at what they did differently. React accordingly. And I would expect a much better effort from our guys on Friday night in Denver.
What was the most concerning part about the way you lost?
Okay, well, let's hope that happens. I mean, the numbers in this one were dismal. It was brutal, and it set a bunch of new records. It was the most points allowed in a first half. It was Jokic's worst plus minus ever of his career. It was so bad you wondered if the starters would even play in the second half.
Jokic, did he foul himself out purposely? I mean,
No.
No. Did he thought of taking the starters out any earlier?
I did not. No, I felt like those guys wanted to go back out there and play. I felt like they needed to find the rhythm of physicality. I think that they thought we were trying to junk up the game, which we weren't. We were just trying to play much harder than we did in the first half. And obviously when he fouled out, got mauled out with about a minute left. They got to sit the whole quarter. They'll get to sit tomorrow, all day Friday, and get ready for Friday night. So, no, I was not just going to sit the guys at halftime. Like, that's not what we're doing here. We're going to try to get better in play, feel what it was out there. So, yeah, it's a tough loss, but it's one.
Yeah, it is one, but I mean, you were trailing 87 to 56 at halftime. You were trailing by 31 points at halftime, and it didn't get better in the third quarter. I mean, you were trailing by as many as 49 points. You lost by 43. All right, let's talk about Michael Porter Jr. for a second. And it's another terrible shooting night for him. 2 of 10, and they were both 3-pointers, and they were in the second half. He's not right. And Adelman talks about MPJ.
You've praised the toughness of Michael Porter Jr. a number of times.
Yeah.
In a physical series, where is his fitness right now, and is that affecting him?
It is. And, it's funny. You can tell when he shoots it, he's having a hard time with a full release at the top of his shot. It's almost like it's stopping at 90%, 85%. And the other thing with Mike, and he's giving great effort, the two-handed rebound against this team is so important. You can't go up with one. And tonight, I mean, when I say punked, I'm talking in a basketball term. 24 fast break points, 20 second chance points. They dominated the paint, and part of that is the rebounding. And it is a team effort thing. It's not just about blocking out. It's about meeting the ball at the highest point, and he is affected that way. But again, I think it was really good. I know I'm not trying to throw a positive out there, to see the ball go in for him in the second half. That's kind of why I left him out there. I want to see if he could find a rhythm. He had a couple shots rim out. But that's such an important thing for us if they're going to double and triple and shrink the floor and all those things. Michael has to eat on that weak side. So if he can see the ball going, that's really going to help us.
David, you guys.
Meanwhile, after the game, Michael Porter Jr. was asked about how he's feeling, and it's clear. It's beyond clear. This guy ain't right.
That's what heal it, and obviously I haven't been able to do that with the games. I chose to play, but that's not an excuse. Like, if I'm gonna go out there and play, then I gotta, I gotta play well. I'm just so limited out there, so I'm not able to do what I want to do. Offensively, defensively, on the glass, everything's a little hard, but that's not an excuse. I gotta play better if I'm gonna go out there and play.
Do you still plan on playing moving forward, or would you consider maybe taking a game off to get time to rest it?
I just think that it's like do or die for our team, so I don't feel the pull to really try to rest it, I think, if I'm not able to perform out there, then they put someone else in there that's able to perform better than the team, and that's what we got to do. But I'm definitely go out there and try, because I might be able to make an impact. Some shots might go down. I just got to be very selective with how I play. I got to really think and be smart out there.
Listen, I give MPJ credit for trying. I mean, way to go. A for effort, but he is telling you he ain't right. So, most likely time to just try something different here. And I'm glad he could see a couple of shots fall, and I'm not predicting that he doesn't start or doesn't play, but this ain't working with him, man. And this isn't just being in some sort of slump. The dude is injured. He's hurt. So we'll see what adjustments, if anything, they make. Aaron Gordon on the game.
From a basketball standpoint, what's the biggest concern in terms of things you need to fix for Game 3?
Yeah, just owning your spot. That's part of fundamentals. Using a little bit of deception, like V cuts, L cuts. Taking them lower than you need to go to get to the spot on the floor. So, just setups in general. I think that's going to contribute to fundamentals. Ball screening is going to be important. Rip throughs. Just back to basics.
Coach said he didn't want to flush this one. How do you use this as motivation?
Well, honestly, no loss feels good. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe you don't flush it. The question is, I heard the boys talking about it this morning. Would you rather lose on a buzzer beater or lose by 43? And the consensus was, well, we'd rather lose by 43. And listen, they lost by 35 to the Clippers, and it's not the first time teams have been blown out in the NBA playoffs and come back, and it doesn't necessarily define a series. And okay, cool. You got what you were hunting, which was a win in Oklahoma City, and then you likely let off the gas a lot. But still, it was an opportunity. The Knicks were down by a ton to Boston and came back again. And now they've won 2. They're 2-0 in Boston. The Pacers are 2-0 over Cleveland. I mean, these teams are in an unbelievable advantage going into now their home series. It was the first time in like 9 games that the visiting team actually lost on the home court of their opponent. And of course, that's to be expected. It's been a weird stat from the jump. Okay, fine. Listen, they were never really in this game. You were down 34-14. You were down in the first 6 minutes by a ton. So it's not like it was even close. It's just an opportunity that, was kind of blown, and you try to, just slough it off and get back to work on Friday, and we'll be there for all of it. Mark Daniel, who's sick of talking about timeouts and fouls, he's happier, more comfortable talking about, blowouts, talks about the defense on Jokic.
Related to the early J. Will minutes, just how valuable is that for guys like Hartenstein and Chet just to, manage their minutes and have another body to throw at Jokic?
It's helpful, but I think it's more helpful to the team. I think when we lose game one and then we come in and we're betting on him, we're betting on Isaiah, we're betting on Wiggins, I think it breathes life into the team. Kaysen, and those guys delivered, and I think that breathes life into the team. And we have a team that's been highly connected all season, and every time a guy, like I said, I don't think he was pleased with how Jay Will. I don't think he was pleased with how he played last game, and for him to stand up, that really gives the team a lot of oxygen.
And then just what do you think of Shai's overall game?
34 points on 13 shots is hard to do, so that was impressive. But I thought his floor game was really good. I thought his pace was really good. I thought he was off it early. He made them pay when they overhelped on him. He had the ball ahead of him all night, so he got his teammates shots too. It wasn't just a one-man show, and he was super efficient. He had an unbelievable blend tonight.
Mark, you're with these guys day in and day out, so you know the work.
Yeah. We get it. We get it. Nuggets lose. We'll grind on it all day on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. I'll be back with Tyler and Scott at noon today to talk more about it. And the boys are talking about it right now on MLK. So we're here for you. But if you want to rub some significant salts in the wound, we turn to the NHL, where the Stars beat the Jets 3-2. And Mikko Rantanen did something that's never happened before. Back-to-back playoff games with a hat trick in one period. Really? Seriously? Really?
Game 7 against Colorado. Natural hat trick tonight. I think you've got 42 playoff goals now in your career, if you're keeping track. But have you ever been in a zone like this where everything you shoot seems to be going in?
I don't think so. No. It's it's been good the last couple of games. And obviously have to thank the line mates. Teammates are making great plays around me and finding me in the net front or wherever it is, and we'll just try to keep it going now.
I recall interviewing you, I think, in Edmonton when the deal was made to send you to Dallas, and your response was, "Well, I just like the fit with the Stars." Did you think the fit would be this good?
I don't know. I knew it was a really good team, and they've been in the playoffs multiple times, a lot of experience. But I don't know, maybe not this what I expected, but we'll take it and hopefully keep it going.
Thanks for your time.
All right.
I understand why they did the deal. I get it. You didn't think you had the right depth. You didn't think you could keep 3 high-paid players. Contracts are around the corner. I get it. But this is freaking painful. This is painful. Thank God for the Rockies. The Rockies lost in extra innings last night. God, last night kind of sucked, huh? When you look at everything, top to bottom. The Rockies are hitting 198 with runners in scoring position. Believe it or not, that is not worse in the league. The Orioles are hitting 192. Yeah. So they lose in extra innings despite actually kind of battling hard against the Tigers. They had a 3-0 lead, and then they blew that. But then they went up 5-3, and then they were down. But then they came back and tied it up. And then they win a remarkable, how many? 1, 2, how many shutout innings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shutout innings relieving wise against Detroit, only to have Trejo and Beck run into each other basically in left field and allow the second of 2 runs to come in the extra set. 8-6, they lose. Doubleheader with the Tigers coming up later today. And it looks like a gorgeous day to go see the Rockies. I think would be their 30th loss of the year. Yeah, they're 6-29, 4-12 at home. That's what you got. Meanwhile, the Broncos are signing players left and right, so that seems to be motoring along just fine. We have rookie minicamp coming up this weekend, and hopefully nobody gets hurt because it's been bad. It's D-Max Mac. It's brought to you by Journey Spice. We'll get to your comments here. I love it, and I understand that this is kind of a new thing. It might be catching you by surprise, but we do welcome your comments. My guy, Joey, good morning from Northern Colorado. Eagles are up on the Barracuda 2-1. We've got that going for us. So good, Joey. I'm happy that's happening. D-Max, look on his face after that Miko interview. Yeah. Your comments, we put them in here. We'll get to them all as we continue with D-Max Smack. And we want to thank our great pals at Journey Spice.
What is up? What is up? Brandon here from Journey Spice Company. We have a great recipe for you today. This is our sheet pan dinner made with shrimp, scallops, Brussels sprouts, and sweet potatoes. And we are going to use 3 seasoning blends. We're going to use za'atar, we're going to use the Mediterranean herb blend, and we're also going to use the Greek citrus rub. All right, here we go. We got our 3 blends. We got a bunch of delicious Brussels sprouts. We've got a bunch of delicious sweet potatoes, shrimp, and scallops. Let's check it out. Let's get some extra virgin olive oil put in there. We're going to coat these bad boys with the za'atar. Now mix the whole thing around. It's going to be delicious. You want that to stick to the edges. You want it to stick to all sides. Make sure it's nice and coated. Get it in the pan. Make sure you preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Now we're going to use the Mediterranean herb blend on those Brussels sprouts. Same thing. Make sure the olive oil is in there. Get those suckers on the pan. Again, you want to make sure that oven's preheated at 400 degrees. We're going to add a little salt, and then we're going to put this sheet pan in that oven for 15 minutes. Let's move on to the shrimp. We'll get the Greek citrus rub all over the shrimp and the scallops. Totally delicious. After 15 minutes, let's pull the Brussels sprouts and the sweet potatoes out. Get the shrimp and scallops on there, and then you are going to let this bake again for 15 to 20 minutes, and bam! Look at that. We are talking about delicious like you had never tasted. 3 blends, sheet pan dinner, sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts, shrimp, and scallops. Who could ask for anything more? It's unbelievable. You're going to love it. And there you have it, guys. The sheet pan dinner with shrimp, scallops, sweet potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. And again, we're using the za'atar, the Greek citrus rub, and the Mediterranean herb blend. So this is just one example of how you can get everything in one dish. You don't have to be a cook. You just have to love food. So there you go. Journey Spice Company. Check us out on Amazon.com. It's flavor in, plastic out. You're going to love it.
Thank you, Andon. You're the absolute best. We love Journey Spice. We love you too. We appreciate you watching. This is a brand new deal. Episode 1 of D-Max Mac. We'll be back on Monday. And right now it's just 2 days a week on Mondays and Thursdays. But we welcome your comments. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you listening. And we'll be back at it for the Nuggets on Friday night, where we hope for much, much better things. So kick today in the teeth and have a great one. And it's the sun did come out and the series has just begun. It's the best 3 out of 5 with the Nuggets holding home court advantage. How about that? We'll see you next time.